Hi everyone, welcome back, hope you're doing well. So I recently put up a reviewing my planning to pan 2022 video that I did during Vlogmas last year, I think. And in that video I just kind of went through whether I'd panned the makeup items that I wanted to pan this year. And that was really useful before putting up this video to really see whether I hit my targets or not and what kind of makeup items I can realistically pan and what items I tend to sort of struggle to pan. So that's really helped me to kind of shape this video, and so I have decided on 8 makeup items that I want to talk about in today's video. These are items that I want to pan in 2023. So it's mostly all base makeup items, and then I've got about 3 eye products as well that I want to talk about. So starting things off with the first item, and it's a concealer, and it is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer that I've had for about a year or 2 years. I've had it for at least a year, and I've got this in the shade Porcelain, and it is 15 mils, so it's about double the size of a standard concealer but half the size of a standard foundation. So it is a big concealer, and I haven't used this much at all. I've kind of dipped in and out of this product in Shop My Stashes over the past year, but I haven't really made too much of a dent in this, so I feel like this is a product that's going to take me a long time to pan. So in January, when I do my project pan, my introductory project pan video, I really do think that this is one of the products I'm going to start off the year panning. And yeah, I think this is probably going to take me all of next year to pan, especially as well because I have been panning 2 concealers this year by Fenty. They are a standard like 7-8 mil. Now granted, I have been panning 2 concealers, so that's probably why it's taken me a long time to kind of really see any progress. If I was only panning 1, I'd probably be done with it by now, I would have thought. But anyway, 15 mils, this one is going to take me quite a long time to pan. However, I might be able to get away with this one as foundation. Can't really do that with the Fenty ones, they don't really look that great using it like that. Now, I've got this in the shade Porcelain, and it is definitely not porcelain. It's far too dark, it's far too yellow to be considered porcelain. In my opinion, porcelain is the lightest shade that a brand offers. It is very, very, very pale. It's like the palest of the pale. It's porcelain complexion. It's a very, very, very fair complexion, and this is not. So if you do have naturally porcelain skin and you look at this and go, oh, porcelain, that's probably my shade, it's not. If I can just show you on the back of my hand how dark it is. I mean, I don't know if it's looking as dark there as it is on my hand, but it is more of a light, a comfortable light shade, not a fair shade. And I have, I suppose, light skin and not fair skin, although I'm at like the paler end of the light spectrum, and this is too dark for me, it's too yellow. So yeah, that's why I kind of struggle with this product. So I've had it for a while, don't really have much of an opinion on it, so that's really why I kind of want to pan it, because I want to get it used up. I want to try other concealers. I've got 2 new concealers in my collection. One's from Vieve, one's from NARS. I think there's a Lancome one I want to try. I think maybe there's a Dior one that's meant to be quite good as well. And I don't really want to add those into my collection whilst I've got, you know, this one. So this is item number 1. Next 2 products are makeup items that are currently in my project pan. One I'm very close to being used up with, but I don't know if I'm going to finish it up by the end of this year. This might cross over into the start of next year. This is my Fenty cream bronzer, so the Cheeks Out Freestyle cream bronzer in the shade Butter Biscuit 02. And you can see that I don't have much of this left at all. I did recently scrape the product from the very ends because I had a really big pan in it. Smoothed it into the centre, pushed it down, and I am now very low on this product. I've got a few like clumps, so I've got like one there, I've got a couple of clumps down there as well, so I don't have a load of this left, but I do still want to completely have panned this item. I don't want to like take a break from it at the end of this year. I do want to roll this over into next year's project pan, and that's just because as a cream product it is gonna expire quicker than powder products. I like it. I like using this concealer, this bronzer. I have it on today with the powder one layered over the top as well. Really nice to work with. It's a really nice juicy bronzer. Great shade as well, not too orange at all. It's a really nice natural bronzer on my complexion. However, I don't like the staying power. I feel like this doesn't last particularly long, even when I layer over the top with a powder bronzer as well. And there are a couple of other bronzers, some cream bronzers that I want to try as well. So that's really why I want to get this used up and try something else. And then the next one is the powder one. This one is in the shade Shady Biz 02 again, and this is the Sun Stalker Instant Warmth bronzer. I have this one on today as well. I was hoping to have hit pan on this one by the end of this year, but I'm still a little way off, although I can still see a bit of a ring. So I think I am close, but it is taking quite some time to hit pan on this. I have a bronzer duo from Vieve, which I prefer to this. I think the colours are a little bit better. Where the cream bronzer wasn't that orange, this one is a little bit more orange. So it's not the best shade for me. I prefer the shades of the Vieve one. So that's really why I want to get this one panned next year, and then I can focus on my Vieve bronzer. Alright, next item. We've got a liquid highlighter. This is by Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Mini Hollywood Flawless Filter. And I'm so glad I've got this in the mini, because if I'd had the bigger size of this, I'd be thinking, oh God, I've got to try and use this up. It's so much product. And I'm a bit meh on this item. I don't really know what to do with it. I've used it as like a highlighter just on the cheekbones. I've used it mixed into foundation. I've used it all over the face. And I'm just meh about it. I don't really, to be totally honest with you, see the point of it. Now, this was huge on TikTok months ago, and I remember seeing video after video after video of people using this product, and their skin looked beautiful afterwards. It looked healthy and glowy and fresh and just so gorgeous. So no wonder loads of people went mad for it. And I finally got my hands on it, but wanted it in the mini just to see what I thought of it. I didn't want to commit to a full-size product. And my skin never looks as good as those people in the video, so maybe it's, you know, down to skincare as well. But I'm just with this product, so don't really see that it adds a lot to my makeup routine when I use it, so really want to get this one used up next year. Now, I can't remember who commented, so apologies, but somebody did comment on one of my videos a while ago saying that this took them ages to use up, so that is a little bit concerning, because like with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, I haven't used this that much, so I do have a lot of this product remaining, so this is probably one that's going to take a lot of next year as well to use up. Alright, next item, another liquid highlighter. This is also a mini, and it's by Rare Beauty, and this is the Mini Liquid Luminizer in the shade Mesmerize. It's 2.5 mils. I got this in a set with a mini blusher, liquid lipstick, and a mini mascara from Space NK. Back around springtime, I think, whenever they landed on Space NK in the UK, I picked up that set. Now, picking this up just now and sort of trying to get it under my ring light, I can see that there is a lot of space in here, so it doesn't look like there's loads of product left in here. So hopefully this shouldn't take me all of next year to use up. I think it will probably take me half a year perhaps, and I have got this in my makeup bag that has my Project Pan items in, so when I do my makeup I try to use Project Pan and Shop My Stash items, and because this is in my Project Pan makeup bag, I am using this most times when I wear my makeup. Not today, the highlighter I've got on is a Vieve powder one, but anyway, I am, I suppose, starting to unofficially pan this product. But I want to get this one used up next year because I'm not a highlighter fan. I do prefer a cream or liquid highlighter over a powder, however, so this is my preferred texture. However, I'm not that keen on the shade. It is an icy pink. On my complexion, I prefer a yellow gold, so not the right shade for me, but the product and how to use the product, its consistency, texture, staying power, I really do like. So if you do like your liquid highlighters, I would recommend this product, but for me the shade is wrong. So that's why I want to get this one used up next year, and I do think that this is a real possible one that I can use up within like the first 6 months. Okay, next I've got a couple of Vieve items. These are both eye wands. I have them in the shades Sand and Camel, and I want to get these used up because they are cream products. They are a cream eyeshadow stick, and they have a 12-month shelf life, and I got them either for Christmas or birthday last year, so my birthday's beginning of January. so they are going to be quickly coming to their expiry date. And with cream products, the expiry date does matter a bit more than it does with powder products. And especially with cream eyeshadows, the quality of cream eyeshadows can quickly kind of diminish when you get near to their expiry date. So I don't want these to be wasted, because I do really like the items. I think they are lovely eyeshadow sticks, and I would be keen to repurchase these and also add a couple of more of the other shades that Vieve do. And they make for a really great, quick, easy, simple eyeshadow look. If you want something really quick in the morning that isn't going to take much time at all and is really easy to use, take the lid off, screw that up, just draw it on your eye, get a fluffy brush, blend it out, and you're done. If you want to set it with a little bit of powder, go ahead, but on its own you get about 6 hours wear out of it. I find that it starts to crease sort of like after the 6 hour mark on me, so I do set mine with a little bit of an eyeshadow that is similar to these shades. So these are an item that I'm going to pan because I enjoy them and I don't want to waste it, and I don't want to get to the point where these are starting to not perform very well and then I think, yeah, I should probably pan these items. And that's how I think I want to start structuring my project pan next year. How I've previously done my project pan is, okay, what items are coming up to their expiry date? What items am I not particularly enjoying using? Let's pan those. And then when you do that, your favourite makeup items tend to get neglected. So I want a little bit of a mixture of that next year, a little bit of a mixture of including some items that are close to their expiry date, but also panning makeup items that I really love as well. So I've got 3 new foundations in my collection, all liquid. I love all 3 of them. So instead of just focusing on one, I think what I might do next year is say, spend a month panning one, the next month pan the second one, the next month pan the third foundation. So I'm not neglecting any of my makeup. I'm panning both items that I need to use up, I need to get out of my collection, and also makeup items that I love using as well. And then the final item is an eyeliner, and this was actually featured in last year's Planning to Pan 2022 video. It's by Peaches and Cream, brilliant eyeliners. I talk about these quite a lot on my channel here. They are fantastic. I think they're like £4.95, so they are really, really budget friendly. And the quality is fantastic. I much prefer these to MAC eyeliners. I'm currently panning Teddy by MAC, and my goodness, it's a struggle trying to pan that item. I do have it on my lids today, so the purpley shade in the outer corner of my eyes, that is the eyeliner blended out. So as an eyeliner it's purple, but when you blend it out it goes into like a purpley eyeshadow. And it's just a real horrible eyeliner to use because it's really dry and you've really got to like tug it on your eyelids and it's not that comfortable. These are so creamy that they just glide on your eyes. There's no tugging at all, there's no dryness. They're just a pleasure to use. However, I want to get this one panned next year because although the shade itself is beautiful, it's not a shade that I tend to kind of wear that often. I tend to reserve this shade for more of the summer months because it fits into that turquoise type of eye makeup. It fits in with that real bronzed, healthy glow that I like to wear in the summer months. So this time of the year, I don't really wear this shade, as beautiful as it is. And also because I'm not an eyeliner person in general, I don't want to be holding on to lots of eyeliners in my collection. I would like a few. I would like, say, a brown, a nude, and then maybe another colour, but I think currently at the moment I have a couple of other colours that I just don't really wear. So I want to streamline my eyeliner collection at the moment, and I am very close to panning another eyeliner of this that's in a burnt copper shade. So I'm very close to panning but this one, which is in the shade Nile, I haven't really worked on this year. So next year I want to pan it. I don't want to take it into 2024. But if you are an eyeliner fan, definitely go and pick up one of these. Brilliant item. Alright, so those were the 8 makeup items that I want to pan next year. I think I've got a couple of easy ones in there, so like the cream bronzer is very close to being used up. I think the eye wands will be fairly easy to use as well because I like a very simple natural makeup, so those are my kind of colours anyway. They're great if I'm pushed for time in the morning before work. I can do a quick eyeshadow look with them, and they can be a base for other eyeshadows over the top. But I think the concealer and the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter are going to be like a year-long item that I'm going to work on panning, especially as well because I want to kind of slot in other items as well. So where I've got a couple of other concealers, the Too Faced Born This Way probably isn't going to be my project pan all year. I'll kind of include it for a couple of months, take it out, bring it back in again, rotate it out. But I do want to make some really good progress on these items next year and ideally use them all up. So I hope you found that interesting. Please let me know in the comments down below what makeup items you want to use up next year, and how is your project pan going this year as well. If you are doing one, please let me know. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you again very soon for my next one. Bye.